Hello everybody and welcome back to Warrior Games. Today we're going to be trying out the new Battlefront 2. This is the beta gameplay, and today I'm going to speak mainly about the, you won't be able to see it yet, I need to earn it, it's another 2,000 points, but it's the jump trooper for the resistance side during the strike missions. It's come quite apparent to me that that particular user, or character, is quite overpowered in the grand scheme of things. If I'm really to watch over this entire video with you guys, you will see later on in the video when I'm not using the heavy, that basically this is either a 3-shot kill on a heavy, it's a headshot and a body shot for an assault, and if it's an officer it usually takes about 3 either way. You'll see that all in this gameplay, as I'm probably going to show you at some point. I just want to talk about how overpowered it is. Let's just be honest. Now the stormtrooper response to it is obviously their own jump guy, but he's only holding a pistol, whereas with the resistance team it is more a semi-automatic sniper rifle. I believe it's the same when you get as a specialist on this, rather than the actual the main rifle, but it is exceedingly powerful, and does cause the enemy quite a lot of problems when you're playing the game. Now there's quite a few, and I've noticed this throughout the entirety of the beta, it is quite one-sided on one team. Now this is the game mode I've found most enjoyable, if I'm quite honest. It does provide another element to things. Obviously you've got to protect and move forward with your units at the same time, but with this one, if I'm about to kill this guy who's got it, with that around the shield part there's a little white line that ticks down. Now if you guys haven't actually played the beta you won't know this, but if you have you'll realise how annoying it is when nobody picks that up and you're on the attacking team and you need to get that to the auto ship, because it does reset and go back into that room there that you've just seen the doorway for, and it does take the absolute piss getting it all the way to the other end, because it does give the rebels a bit more of an advantage when it comes to defending it. In addition to that, when I played against the clone and the droid armies, I've noticed it is leaning slightly more towards the clone sort of things. Oh, do I get it here? Yes, I will do. It is leaning more towards the droid armies, as the clones don't really have a response to Darth Maul and Boba Fett. As much as people may say that Rey, well, to a person who's trained to use Rey, may be able to fight back, I found it incredibly difficult to try support teammates while as the clone army. Now we're going to see some early game, well I say early, but it's quite early gameplay of me using this rifle. I cannot remember the name. I think it's the A280, but if you get headshots with this thing, this is going to take people out for days. Now I've come across it, obviously it's got quite a low cooling rate, if you know what I mean, so per shot it does take up quite a lot of the bar, which I believe is what they've been using to regulate the gun rather than making it completely overpowered. But at the same time, this thing you can use at long range. I mean, I was quite happy just sitting here waiting for him to come to me, not being able to be seen, and then just popping 1 or 2 headshots and that's it, game over. Yeah. I mean, the health scores, as in going up to 250, I do agree they are some quite good scores, and the health is quite varied throughout most units. But that's just ridiculous. He should be able to kill me there. As much as I'm a specialist unit, obviously with the jump pack, he should definitely be able to, you know, kill me there if he's shooting first. And that's lag. That's dreadful. The only other thing about this game mode is the specialist users cannot pick up the, I believe it's actually the Anakin's lightsaber. Well, Anakin's original lightsaber, sorry, in that box. I rewatched the film just to double check that the box is the right one. It turns out it is the exact artifact box. Look at that. You hit one guy in the head and there's the assault there, and his health just drops. Now that's a good incentive for someone to run away, or just to fight or flight mode, just start shooting and hope for the best, or they're just going to try run and then you're going to get the advantage. You should be able to pop them off at some stage later on. I think I missed this guy. Yeah, I did. Look at that. Like 3 shots at long range, 1 shot there. You know, this is the sort of thing that, you know, I'm in a 10 kill streak already. I've got 1,692 points there, and I'm just chilling. I've got full health. I'm just sitting around. I believe I got a headshot on this guy as well, actually, because I dropped that down and whack. Look at that. How easy is that? Now, I don't know what that red bit was on the floor there, but I didn't want to risk it. See, look at that. That's just disgusting. I do prefer this jump pack, obviously, to the Empire one. Well, that's a dirty little spot. I did actually use it in another game I didn't record, and I'm really annoyed I didn't record it because it was a really good game. But look at that, you can just pick people off from across the map. Obviously the recall's not a problem because it's not too, you know, it's never going to be too massive. Obviously it's Star Wars and laser guns rather than he had full health, can I point out. That guy I just sniped there in the head had full health. Now my accuracy isn't brilliant with this gun, but if you're landing 1 or 2 hits, you've got quite a strong chance of winning the gun battle. Alright, look at that, 2 shots really, really to get him on. Now, in addition to this, I've actually got 3 other gameplays. This is a commentary over, an over commentary I think I'm going to call it, of the actual game, because I didn't want to try commentate at the same time, if you know what I mean. I would rather try concentrate on the game, getting used to it, because obviously it's a new game, and I haven't played it loads and loads. I'd like to say I've got 6 or 7 decent pieces of gameplay for you guys to check out. But this character here, if I could play as this character constantly, I didn't even know what the hell this thing was. I was just hoping for the best. Look at that, straight up into his head. I'm at a 22 kill streak. You know, you're pretty much invincible if you play your cards right and you use this map to your advantage. There's quite a lot of places where this character can just sort of sit down, wait, watch people fire off. You know, it really does, well, basically become a, you know, boss. It's unbelievable how much damage you can cause with this thing. I think I managed to sit at the back of the map of one of them and just pick off nearly all of the enemies that were trying to come drop off the artifact. I think I get tapped by a heavy when I get to the top of here. I think I do, because I ended up getting shot and I went checking rooms. Yeah. Oh no. Might have been a bit later on. But no, I just wanted to call this character out. I mean, I'm all for it for it to stay in the game. Oh, this was a bad idea, I remember. I think I die here. Yeah, I do. I didn't mean to do all that. But I can just hop straight back in as a rocket jumper. Now, obviously, the Wookiee Warrior is a quality piece of kit on this, but I wouldn't compare it to this. Oh wow, I'm just annihilating people. You have to I do have to apologise. I'm just sort of like making my way through a bag of fudge while I do this. I mean, keeps my mouth moving at the same time I'm talking to you guys. Now, the way I've seen this, oh look at that. That is vile. He's not gonna know. He's gonna think one of those two shot him, and I'm just sort of popped him off from just afar. Now I did try to jump on this because, well, I'm an idiot. Basically, I can't jump on that, but I'm gonna use it as a good little spot just to just start popping off a bit. See, look. They just line up on that ridge. I think earlier on, if it's earlier on or it's a different gameplay, where I had about 9 or 10 people sat on that ridge, friendly and foe. Oh wow, he went. Oh wow, I got, oh, oh dear. See, that's really the only place where that jump trooper is actually going to get an upper hand on me, unfortunately. Now, in addition to this, I played as the clones, I've played as their jump trooper, and I've played as the jump trooper for the droids, which is the super battle droid, the rocket droid I think it is. Now, I'm not overly impressed by either of them. Definitely prefer the clone one. Reason being is I can't, well, I prefer the clone army. There's bias. But it just seems there's a wow, I think I tried to crouch. Yeah. There just seems to be a bit more versatility in the clones jumping. Obviously with this one you've got the ability just to side jump you know, left and right or forward and back, and then you've got the, you know, the main jump back, you know, flying around the map, which does provide you with a different dynamic to most other jump troopers. But at the same time, you've got an assault rifle, not a pistol. It's 3 shots rather than maybe 5 or 6. Look at that. They physically cannot move any closer. And I'll nearly die here because I'm an idiot. Tried to save my guy from this guy, and then I just sort of flew away. Yeah. Oh my god. Can't remember. I know we win this game, and I think we win it quite comfortably. Obviously, we just sort of sat here, and I'm picking everyone off. I don't know. I think I ended this game on about 40 plus kills, maybe 40 kills. Obviously, everyone else has done about 10 or 12, so it just kind of proves that this character in particular is quite powerful. I mean, look at that. I can get away, still have 130 health, and I can go affect the fight somewhere else. Look at that. Watch. There we go. 2 shots. I'm well out of the way. It's like the mix of like advanced. Look, 40 kills there. I think I might get 42. Oh god. Oh, that was poor. I should have killed him. Now that just adds a dynamic, doesn't it? Oh, I think I actually get this guy. I think I sit on him here. I get him on this left hand side. He comes just straight headshot. Here we go. Look at that. That just proves how powerful this rifle is that I am using. I do think it's this. Look at that. That's another one down. That's 42. But no, I absolutely love using this character. I figured out that's the door where they find the actual artifact. Yeah, that's the same door that Rey in the film finds Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber. Come on, keep running up, James. But no, I did thoroughly enjoy playing this game mode. Obviously, I prefer it when there's, you know, when there's a bit more resistance. I should have killed him. Now his friend does try to flank me here, and he doesn't get very far. There you go. And I believe my teammates killed him. Look at that. How powerful is that? Like, it doesn't compare to any other rifle I've used on this game. I think I ended up dying here actually. I can't remember. I was trying to find people to kill, so I'm really desperate to get the final kill. Yeah, someone else gets the kill. I think I'll fly off. Yeah, I died. Yeah, but as I said, this game mode is a good game mode. I cannot deny that. The map is stunning. It does work really well with the game mode. Yeah, on the flip side to that, Theed in Naboo is the wrong map for the wrong game mode. It's a very tightly packed map. It's quite a large game mode, if you know what I mean. It's like playing Operations and then using Operation Metro from Battlefield 3. It just doesn't really work. My personal opinion is it's a mixed match, and they've chosen the wrong map. I mean, I know they wanted to show that there's clone and droid armies, but you could have used things like Geonosis. It's a really famous map. It's got clones and it's got the droids. It's a massive open world map, and that would have been, to me, from playing Battlefront 1 and 2 back in the day on PS2, that would have been the perfect match and the perfect selling point for EA Games and for DICE to be able to actually sell this game massively. If you could have the I think they're called ATTEs. Yeah, ATTEs, ATRTs. You've got the spider droids. You've got the rollers. You've got. You could even have the MMTs. You could have the AATs. You've got the LAATs. I know these are a load of acronyms, but they're the names of actual ships within Star Wars. I'm not just making these up. But I couldn't believe when I saw it. Like, Naboo is a great map. Don't get me wrong. Naboo is a great setting. It's the place of the first prequel film, which is obviously one of the worst ones I've ever watched. But I just could not believe they'd put such a large-scale game mode within such a small space. I know for a fact they're going to be wanting to get the destructibility. Obviously, you show the MMT destroying the main front doors, but at the same time, you could have that on Geonosis. You've got the whole factor of Star Wars Battlefront is to have a battlefront. Yeah. So the way the game developers could have probably thought about it is probably looking back at the old game, because it had such as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by SharePlay, the fact that Geonosis is quite a large map, and it would show the game off really well with obviously the graphics and the large scale fights. The choice of Naboo just seems really slack, as if it was just going to be there for the aesthetics, if you know what I mean. Obviously it was part of the worst movie I think I've ever watched with Star Wars, other than probably Attack of the Clones. But I really hoped they were going to do something special, and I will check you guys out on the next video, and I'll do a rant video on why I think this game is good and shit at the same time. So I'll see you guys later. Have a nice afternoon. Tasty buys.